She told me not to come back.
Who did?
My friend.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to speculate on who Javi's friend was that helped him survive when he was lost and alone in Yellowjackets. After Ty and Van found Javi, he doesn't really speak much to anyone, not even his brother, but the few things that he does say is what we saw in the intro when he was speaking to the coach Ben. But he says that she told him not to come back and then he calls her my friend. So let's try to figure out who he is talking about. Well, in my videos about the cabin guy, I talked about how Javi's friend could be the daughter of the cabin guy, and we talked about how he could have killed his wife and his daughter as well, and that could be the reason why Lottie said bad things have happened here when they arrived at the hut. And also she explained that she had a close connection to death, so it all adds up a little bit. But his daughter could be the one who warned Javi not to come back, because at the time the Yellowjackets were all going insane and turning on one another and also feasting on human flesh. But if she was just another ghost or spirit, that would not explain how he was able to feed himself. We can see a lot of small bones in the cave when Coach Ben arrives to hide everyone. I personally think this might be one of the times where it could not be so supernatural. I think it was not the cabin daughter but Ty when she was sleepwalking at night. She could have also tracked where he was, and she could have been the one that was killing animals and feeding it to him. She instead could have been the one that had warned him about not coming back, because she would have known about all the things that were going on at the hut and how everybody basically almost turned crazy. But when he returns, Javi is basically mute. And like I said before, what could have happened to make him this way? It could have been how long he had to survive by himself, or did he actually, or does he still actually hear a female voice in his head? Maybe the time he spent alone could have caused him to go a little bit crazy, and now he thinks someone is talking to him. And it's also pretty possible that he actually was seeing a hallucination and seeing a girl that was helping him and keeping him company and stuff like that. But at this point, I think a lot of things in the show are on the supernatural side. So as we know, this show likes to use Greek mythology to get inspired to create their show. But we have talked about the connections between Persephone and the Melissa. But Coach finds one of Javi's drawings, and it seems like a tree at first, like tree roots. But the more you look at it, you can kind of tell that there's like a woman in the roots here. So I looked up tree spirits in Greek mythology and found out that they do exist, and they're called dryad. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but they are forest nymphs, and they are associated with oak trees most of the time. But they are depicted as a beautiful young woman who lives within a tree. It also says that their life is connected to the tree, so if the tree dies, they will also. I found out that dryads are also connected to Artemis, which is the goddess of the hunt, and also the wilderness. So that can explain how he was able to find food. But also they are protectors of the forest. So that could be another reason how he was able to find food and why she was protecting and helping Javi. But it could have known that there was maybe another force, an evil force that was taking over the hut in the Yellowjackets, and that could have been the reason why Javi said that he was warned not to come back. Or it could have been the Antler Queen as well. But again, this actually could be Ty, and we do know that her son Sammy did call her the lady in a tree, and she would climb the trees as well. So it could just be like symbolism or a metaphor for that, or maybe even foreshadowing. And that could be another example of maybe she was the reason that Javi was able to live, because of her watching over him. But do you guys think we'll get more answers on how he survived in the wilderness, possibly in season 3, and maybe Coach will survive in the same way now that he inhabits the cave that Javi was in? But we'll see how everything unfolds, because it seems like things are going to get a little rough in the upcoming season for everyone. So we'll see who survives. But let me know what you all think about this speculation video. What are your own theories about it? And if you like the video, leave a like, and if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. I'll be covering as much as season 3 of Yellowjackets that I can. But thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.